What's up everybody, Aigey here, and today I want to talk to you about the importance of playing the role that needs to be played at the time. Now I know some of you out there are very interested in playing the one role, as in let's say that you want to be a Symmetra one trick or you want to be a Mercy one trick. Those are totally fine. But for me personally, I feel that when I play solo queue, the best way for me to climb so far has been to play the role that people need. Not necessarily the role that I want to, because I've come to the realization that there's probably people that are those one tricks in specific games, and there are roles that need to be filled. And if I'm able to play those roles, then it would be better for me to play them, because then I'll be able to carry in that specific sort of game. Or when somebody has the mentality of, we need a Reinhardt, no one can play Reinhardt, I'm totally fine with letting somebody else take maybe the DPS role or taking the support role from me so that I can play that Reinhardt, and then we'll at least have something for the team that we need, as opposed to having something else that we don't want. And then the team gets upset. It's like, man, it would be so good if we had this hero, but nobody knows how to play that specific hero. Now, the reason why I started doing this and swapping off of just wanting to be a Zenyatta one trick or wanting to be an Ana God is I feel that I'm very confident on those heroes. And I feel that I can watch other people play those heroes and be fine with that, because if I let someone else play Zenyatta, or if I let someone else play Ana and they feel confident on those heroes but they don't feel confident on anything else, I'd rather fulfill the roles that they can't do. Because if they're a good Ana but they can't do anything else, I would rather them be on Ana than me try to fight for Ana versus them. I would rather be able to play something that our team needs rather than playing something that I want, because the whole purpose of playing in the competitive ladder is to climb, is to see how good you can do in a team setting and play around your team. You're going to run into people that are those one tricks, you're going to run into people that pick troll picks, you're going to run into people that just honestly shouldn't even be there. But learning to play around what your team needs versus learning to, or getting into this mindset of being very selfish with what you want to do, I feel that the selfish mindset, yes, it can help you climb if you're very, very, very good at a specific role, to the point where you're absolutely just putting people on your shoulders and just carrying them to victory. Now, I'm granted you can do that by picking the things that your team needs and then being decent at the things that your team needs. However, being able to swap off of something and go something and let someone take the role that you originally were, and then you play something that's maybe your second or your third main, maybe you're a Reinhardt main secondary, and then your third main would be a soldier, then that's pretty well rounded. If your primary is support, then you can play DPS, tank, or support. That's very good. That's something that I feel a lot of players, if they had that ability, they'd be able to climb more frequently in the ladder. Now, me personally, I prefer playing Ana. I prefer playing Zenyatta. I can play Lucio, and my Zarya is not the best. This is a master tier game that you're watching right now, but my Zarya play is not the best. I feel that it could definitely use a lot of work, but learning to play those roles that the team needs at the time, learning to get better at those things, this is just a progressive movement in me trying to better myself as a person that can climb the solo queue ladder or duo queue, trio queue, what have you. Just being able to fulfill the role of the team that needs, being able to play that flex position that people just need to have. That's something that I want to be able to do in Overwatch, and so I'm investing a lot of time in it. The reason why I pick Zarya is because I feel that she's a very good carry hero. She's a hero in Overwatch that is just so well-rounded as far as being able to get damage, having probably one of the best ultimates in the game, and of course just being pretty fun to play and learning how to balance those shields and just building energy and just dealing so much damage so quickly and just watching people melt. It's just really fun, and I like that specific kind of play style because it allows me to have more control over what's going on, and then being a decision maker, something that I like to do, and trying to make calls or trying to combo with people are all things that I very much enjoy doing in the game. And then wanting to be good at Zarya is definitely going to be that thing that I want to do. Now, this particular game, I didn't insta-lock Ana. I actually waited for people to pick what they wanted, and then I picked what I thought the team would need. From there, we were able to get in there, play the game out, and do pretty well, I feel. Honestly, my gameplay, again, I'll say it, is probably not the best. It's a master tier game. People's movement is so much different than it is in other tiers. It's just everybody's a lot more confident in the things that they're doing, and things are a lot faster paced. Things usually happen in combos or waves. It's very thought out. Sometimes it's very thought out. Sometimes things are very planned and coordinated. Not always, but it does happen sometimes. And then playing on a team that doesn't really want to cooperate with you can also be another downing factor to just making it very difficult to progress through the ladder. And the thing that I want to say above all else is that it's just so hard sometimes to climb if you just do not communicate with your team. Now I'm communicating in the Discord with the people that I'm playing with, and we are planning out things, trying to make things happen as best we can, and then our team is usually working with us and also making out calls because they really want to win. So communication is key in climbing, and when I'm playing something that I'm not super confident on but I still want to learn and I want to get better at, playing with people that are very easy to cooperate with makes it so much better. And sometimes obviously I'm not doing so hot on Zarya. I've had a few games where I actually had to swap off of Zarya just because I just was not doing well. I wasn't able to get any charge. I wasn't able to get my ultimate. It just took forever. It was so long and so painful to do. I was like, alright, I'll just swap to something else. So I played Reinhardt instead of Zarya and we won. Because of me finally being like, alright, listen, I'm doing bad. It's not my best role. I'm sorry. If somebody else wants to take Zarya, go for it. If not, I'll still play Reinhardt. It's whatever, we can win this game. And we're able to get through it and make it happen. But here's the part of the video where I want to ask you guys, is there a role that you want to learn that you would like to take away from your primary role? I know some DPS mains that I've talked to before, so we've talked about it. They want to learn how to play Reinhardt because sometimes they feel like everybody wants to play DPS, everybody wants to play support, but nobody really knows how to tank. And if we just had that really good Reinhardt, I think we'd win every single game. And I started having that mentality too, and I totally agree with you guys. For those of you that were talking with me in the Discord about this, definitely agree with you. Sometimes you just need that Reinhardt. You just need that Roadhog that can land those really good picks. You need those Zaryas that can get their ults pretty quick and then combo for the team. Just really good control ultimates coming out from the tanks, and just being able to get that to happen is awesome. Or if there's also my friends that are all support mains and they want to learn how to better use their hero and have better game sense, and usually that just comes with standing further back and being able to watch everyone, because sadly in Overwatch we lack the ability to see our team's ultimates and be able to see our team's ult charge, and I think that those are two things that would be more than fair to allow into the game and make for a better, more organized way instead of just a chaotic clusterfuck of trying to figure out who's got what and who's going to use what where. I think it's been in every single MOBA I've ever seen where a healer needs to be very consistent with being able to keep track of everything going on. So having someone that is able to see what everybody's at and be able to make that call, or if people don't even want to make calls or they want to troll and just not tell you what their ult's at, and then you just have to guess when their ult's going to come up, or people that just don't use the chat so they can't actually see what ultimates are up, then it makes it very difficult to make calls of going in. So I think of having some kind of sidebar or some kind of HUD option to enable to see which of your people, how healthy they are, if they're about to die, who needs healing, so you don't have to turn around 360 degrees just looking for the person that needs healing, or you don't have to constantly ask people, yo, spam in the chat what's your ult charge at, because that can also be very stressful and difficult to read when it should just be something that you could look at in the top right or top left of your screen. I honestly think that Blizzard should incorporate this into the game, and I know that a lot of my support friends have also made this complaint when it comes to playing the game. But I really want to hear what you guys feel about playing other roles in the game. I know, of course, it is very stressful sometimes, especially if you're playing it in a competitive environment where people expect you to be at the tip top of your game. But if you're playing a fill role, they're a little bit more lenient sometimes. They want you to definitely perform at your best. If you're letting other people pick whatever they want to and you're trying to work with them on their picks, then usually people tend to be a hell of a lot more lenient. So I usually don't get as many toxic people when I'm not doing so well on a role I'm not super comfortable on, but at the same time I'm allowing them to pick the thing that they wanted, and usually they're forever grateful about that. And most of the time, I would say probably about 80% of the time since I've started doing this, we've won. And 20% are the people that are it's just unhelpable. People are just super angry and they just want to yell and scream at each other all the time. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I want to hear your thoughts, so go ahead and leave a comment below. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Alright, peace.